but we have this on here as to why the Vikings have to sign Damian Snacks Harrison. And the reason I put this in here was because I like I said, Derrick Henry's coming to town. He's going to eat. Like, this boy he's going back for seconds and thirds. There's a good chance he's going to have at least 3 touchdowns by halftime because the Vikings defense can't stop anybody. I'm pretty sure a crowd of toddlers right now could stop more than the Vikings defense. And quite honestly, you got a big, bad running back like Derrick Henry coming. You got a respectable all-around offense by the Titans coming to town. And I don't know if you guys have an answer for that. So I'm going to make a case. I think we can all kind of pitch in here as to why the Vikings can add Damian Snacks Harrison. And let me know what you guys think. Why is it, especially a huge guy like he's like what 6'3", 340 pounds, just a man in the middle that you want to take up a double team, give less garbage to your linebackers. Well, what do you guys think? Why should the Vikings sign Damian Snacks Harrison?
Because the run defense is garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you got every defense needs that big mofo in the middle to hold it down. Like Green Bay's got Kenny Clark, big dude. And I just feel like you need somebody to eat blocks for you so your linebackers can get freed up and try to shoot gaps and make tackles. And Minnesota doesn't really have that guy. I don't know. Green Bay made an offer to Snacks about a month ago. I guess nothing came about it, but they were interested in him. It'd still be cool.
Can you imagine with Kenny Clark and Snacks? Oh, that would be rough. That would be rough for him.
Pretty nasty. But yeah, it's just something you need. It's an anchor in the middle of the defensive line, and a lot of teams have that staple player in the middle of their defensive line, and Minnesota is just lacking that. So they definitely need it.
Yeah. I mean, what about you, Garrett? I mean, obviously the defense is awful, but I mean, you got anything else to add here?
I mean, if you can't stop the run, they're just going to run it down your throat. And, and then eventually that's going to set up, play action, and you're going to get burnt on play action. I mean, you have to stop the run. Unfortunately, I saw actually about 30 minutes ago that he's actually visiting the Seattle Seahawks today. So, I think if you're a guy like him, I think going to a 2-0 team feels a lot better than going to an 0-2 team. But I also don't know how much that matters to him, along with how much money matters to him, if he's set or not. So, but, I mean, like I said, it all starts with stopping the run, and that's why it'd be such a big thing for Minnesota if they were to get him. And then, the next week, hopefully you get Danielle Hunter back, and, then your defensive line is actually looking pretty solid on all ends, especially with Anthony Barr going down. And, it provides that extra, manpower up front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think especially when you kind of take a look at both sides, obviously stopping the run and then also bringing a pass rush, they kind of go hand in hand because you have to stop them on the first and second down in order to make a third and medium and third and long to be able to make him pass. And I think Snacks would be an excellent addition to the Vikings squad. Imagine him and Michael Pierce in the middle next year, especially. I think that would just be an incredible duo. That I mean, if Snacks isn't maybe a shell of himself, which I do not think he is, I think he's still a tremendous football player. I think that even worst case scenario, you could come off the bench when Michael Pierce does need a breather and just give the Vikings defense another element in that and stuffing the run. I do think it's probably if the Vikings are going to sign him away from the Seahawks, they're probably going to have to give him a shiny penny. In other words, they're going to have to give him probably a little bit more money because of the fact that this man is going to turn down a 2-0 team, like you mentioned. And by the way, if you think that the Seattle Seahawks' chances of winning the Super Bowl are not 2 times as great as the Vikings, I don't know what you are smoking, because that is very clearly the case. Especially, as we'll get later into it, Russell Wilson is playing like an MVP candidate. So I think that's going to be something that people need to keep an eye on. I mean, how much the Vikings will actually offer him.